Hi, this is Praios, and yeah, I'm a professional gambler, and today we look into the WSOP 2022 from Phil Galfond, some highlights from the 1K PLO 6 Max event. Yeah, let's see how he did and if he was playing well or not. As always, we got some software help, especially this is the PLO Trainer. Case we need it, we will bring it on the screen, and yeah, let's get into it.
Welcome. I wanted to stream tonight, but ended up having to watch my son all night and just put him down, and managed to be one tabling and still surviving while I was doing that.
Put him down sounds very brutal. I think it's just bring him to bed, but you can also put down animals when they are sick. So yeah, but I guess that's just a misunderstanding because I'm non-native speaker, and it can mean both to just bring him to bed or to, yeah, you know what the other thing is. Well, okay.
We're actually getting a little bit close to the money, so 144 left, 126 pay. I'm going for the final table and the win, so if I bubble, so be it. The bubble's not even, I mean, I don't know if I'm in for 3K or 4K, but the bubble is not really anything.
In other words, he's not caring for the money. I mean, yeah, 1K is probably quite low for his standards.
Compared, it's, a third of my buy-in, so we're not going to worry about the bubble. We're going to worry about chipping up. So this hand is not an open at full stacks, but when you're playing short stack PLO, I don't know if it's an open or not now, but when you're playing short stack PLO, the ace is so powerful. So you actually open more hands that contain an ace that are a little bit weaker, and fewer hands that are a little bit stronger that don't contain an ace. It just blocks so much pre-flop aggression.
I think this is a terrible open from MP. With this hand is just complete garbage. I mean, yeah, should not have opened it, and yeah, I mean that looks like a clear mistake. Seems like he's not taking it too seriously. This must be to lose, especially on the bubble with a shorter stack. I mean, I'm not a tournament expert by any means, but yeah, pretty confident that this is not correct.
Speaking of pre-flop aggression, we're not going to be folding.
And he gets punished. Yeah, he has to fold.
To 3-bets as much as I think a lot of the field, but certainly ace 10, 7-6 with a 7 high suit, we will be folding.
Okay, at least now he did the right thing.
Let me get some water. Okay, so we do get 3-bet. Again, I told you I was.
Another relative loose open. I think he... Oh, that's closer. He's on the cutoff now. He is connected, but yeah, 4 spades. I think this might not be an open too. But yeah, we also have no tournament sims, so hard to tell, but yeah, I think it's not an open. Also see that he's not opening for full pot, but I think this actually makes sense.
Wasn't going to fold with a lot of 3-bets, but this is a pretty bad hand to have too.
Yeah, good fold.
We'll see. This is definitely an open. It's another hand that it's probably going to have to fold to a 3-bet, so I'm talking a big game about not folding.
This... I mean, I can see this being an open, but I'm not sure. We can actually pick MTT. How many blinds did he have? Like 30. So we have MTT sims. So 30 BB. I mean, this. I mean, I don't even know how these sims are done, as this thing cannot know anything about the payout structure. But yeah, let's hope that it's more accurate than the cash game sim. Let's see if this is an open. Ace 10 10 5. It is. And this thing also think that we should to raise for pot. But yeah, it's very marginal, as you can see from the EV. But yeah, I think it's correct. I mean, it's close.
3 bets, but haven't been executing on it so far. I do think as we approach the bubble, some people who are not watching this stream are going to 3-bet me light, and we'll just have to put some money in.
And that's an interesting flop. He has potential future blockers to the straight. Not much more going on with his hand. But people might be quite scared, so putting out a small bet can't be too bad.
Very awkward flop for this hand. It's a pretty good betting hand. Because it blocks straight, like it blocks a lot of continuing hands. It also, like, if bathroom line check calls me, I can show down a winner. And this player's in kind of a tough spot with like kings or something. Kind of
picked up a gut shot too, but it's even more awkward now. It stings, but probably have to check. Potentially to check give up.
Wrong amount of equity here to do anything other than check. Like bet folding is pretty gross, bet calling is pretty gross. I'm obviously hoping that it goes check check because I do have some hand, but I think I'm usually beat. He's usually got a stronger overpair at this point. And now, I mean, I just don't feel like it looks that credible.
I think it's actually somewhat credible. And you have, if you want to have some bluffs, this looks like a very good candidate to bluff with, as we are blocking 2 10s. So I wouldn't hate if he bluffs, but yeah, if he just checks, I'm also fine with that. But yeah, I slightly prefer also from balance perspective to bet.
5-7, 5-3, 10-7 get there, but like Jack 10 misses, and I just kind of feel like I'm not going to get credit this time. Whereas on a 7,
yeah, the thing is also that you should have 10 Jack way more often than 10-7. Because yeah, you are raising from under the gun, but yeah, I still don't hate to bluff. It's kind of Wayne, whatever you do.
I think I would definitely have bluffed.
Yeah, he would be in a tough spot if he's facing like a pot-sized bet. I mean, what do? Do you hero call with queens blocking 110? Yeah, it could have been working. I mean, it depends on how hero call-y his opponent is.
Bluffed. Yeah, I think he hero calls with that, honestly. I don't know him, but... So this is a hand
I think he doesn't
full
call.
Stacked. I'd like to play, but you just need...
What did he fold? And that's fine.
Just need... I mean, it's just like a hand like this is like, you know, pocket 4s in Holdem, where you need enough of a stack to make it worth playing. Or a short, I mean, actually it's not, because in Holdem you can actually just jam with 4s sometimes with a short stack. It's not the case in PLO. So this is an example of a hand that is not as good as it looks in short stack.
I think it's probably not an open, to be honest. Let's bring in this beautiful program. Give ourselves 20 big blinds. See what happens. It wants to raise for pot, but I think that's not correct. As already mentioned, Jack 10, 6, 9. I think it's a fold. It's not, apparently. Yeah. Well done, Phil.
PLO. Not super high equity, not amazing playability when there's not a lot of money behind. But I still think it's good enough to open here from the hijack. But I talked about earlier in the stream, having an ace is really powerful, and these like very playable hands at deep stacks become weaker as the having 2 aces is good
Yep.
too. even better than 1.
Looks good.
So we're not folding. I don't think this hand makes a great 3-betting hand. Again, if, like kings and queens, weak kings and queens,
Yeah,
or
good
some
call.
common raise fold hands. We block those, and it doesn't have a lot of equity. Like, it has pretty bad equity against a raise and 4-bet range of like ace ace and king king. King king has this hand in really bad shape.
Not much else to do when to fold, in my opinion.
Against a bet of that size, we're gonna have to fold. Nice hand, nice hand.
What happened with the aces? Would be interesting to know.
Calvin, glad you're enjoying the content. Thank you for the good luck wishes. This is another hand that is playable.
Think so too.
My blockers are pretty bad, and I'm not thrilled to be playing this hand because I unblock 3-betting hands. We will take it. Blinds are fine.
Good result.
I guess we play this. I guess we.
This looks very loose. How many big blinds do we got?
We bubble. No.
We have 25 with no option to choose. Although it's not 20, 21. Okay, let's see if that's an open. It's definitely close. I would probably not open. I mean, on the bubble. Let's see what our little program thinks. By the way, all these programs that I think are very helpful if you want to be a winning poker player are also linked. Yeah, it's not an open. This time I'm correct and Phil is wrong. How big is the mistake? But it's not the biggest mistake. I mean, double suited semi-connected is never too bad. But yeah, he should not open that.
Optimism. I mean, I'm going to call. So we could be the bubble.
Yeah, I think we have to call. I mean, what you gonna do?
Boy. But as mentioned, that's okay. I don't think he's 3-betting super light, given that he's like, I'm under the gun. But this hand's just, I think, a little too strong to fold.
I think so too.
That's going to be good enough to go with.
Yeah, I think a lot of aces can check back, so we probably want to donk from the front, and unfortunately, aces with nothing have to fold. I mean, I'm not even sure if we want them to fold or not.
We're hoping he has dry aces. Yeah. I think dry aces need to fold, which, I mean, we want dry aces to call. He hasn't snapped, so we're definitely a decent favorite. He shouldn't be.
So we continue with this. Also consider to check out my second channel. Just made 700 subscribers. It's about finance and mostly cryptocurrency, but I plan to make general finance videos too in the future. So back to topic.
Thinking with like pair and a flush draw or anything like that. Ace king 8-3, kind of interesting. It's tempting to 3-bet here because I think he's going to fold a lot.
Seems terrible to 3-bet. I think folding seems quite reasonable. So this is 30 BBs this time. I mean, we could also defend because yeah, we're getting a decent price. Let's see what PLO Trainer thinks about this. Ace king 8-3 8-3. The weak suit should fold. The king high suit looks like it's supposed to call. So calling, it seems like 3-betting is probably the worst option. You also need to have an opponent that can fold to 3-bet, so yeah, I don't like it.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I just think he doesn't often have a bigger hand than me, and I think he's maybe opening 100% on the button because it's the bubble, and then folding like half the time. Yikes!
And he snaps for
I got
bets.
that wrong, and now I don't think this hand works very well. I mean, there's a chance that he's like really
I think
trying
he
to
should fold now.
force something, like still doing this with a bunch of hands. In which case, you know, I'm folding.
I think he probably has a big hand, especially given his timing.
An equity favorite with 2-to-1 odds. But if he's not doing that, if he's playing a reasonable range, then this hand performs really poorly. It was a pure bluff, essentially.
I didn't know that 3-bet bluffing is a thing in PLO. I also think it actually is not really.
It's kind of tough because I don't know if, like, I thought that he was just opening 100% and then going to fold half the time, like literally half the time, or maybe more, maybe like 60% of the time, and I had good blockers, but I didn't necessarily consider if he would just, well, 4-bet bluff, which, you know, who knows.
Yeah, but his timing, as already mentioned, is not speaking for a 4-bet bluff. I mean, it was so quick.
Les Brown says, Phil, great question. You're telling me that you have a great question for me. Who's the best PLO player you have seen besides you, for real? I don't necessarily think that I'm the best. I think I'm one of the best PLO players. Ben Solsky, Ben Tollerine, Barry Sweet.
Ben Tollerine is not that good, in my opinion. I mean, I played a lot against him in 6 max games, and he always did very loose, bad stuff when I was facing him, so I don't think that he is in the top players. The other guys sound like they might be.
Grazvis, Vanny Vidi, Action Freak. And probably some more I'm forgetting. I mean, there are a lot of really good PLO players. Queen 10 7-5 double. All right,
Lay it down. It's not even close.
Just was 4-bet bluffing. I mean, it's a one-hand sample now of him 3-betting. We'll see. Or we probably won't see. This guy will probably fold.
You also should know something about this guy, right? I mean, if he's not just getting moved to the table, he should have some reads already. But yeah, he looks active. But yeah, this is a small sample, which we cannot rely upon yet.
Like in a no-limit tournament, if someone's really trying to beat up the bubble, sometimes you can get your money in 80% or something, or like 70% because they think you'll never call it off without whatever queens plus, and you call it off with 10s, and they have ace 5. But in PLO, the equities run pretty close, and so even when you kind of catch them with you know, a dominated hand, they still have 40% equity. Got a 3-bettable hand on the left. We will be 3-betting either of these players. There we go. I don't think it makes sense to just call with this. It's just too strong, and we've talked about before unblocking.
I mean, not sure what to think about this. I mean, how many big blinds do we got?
Kings and queens.
Like 20. He's all in again, but that's the crazy dude, right? I think I probably don't like it. Let's see what Solver suggests with, what was it? Ace Jack 8-9, I think. Okay. Yeah, looks like this is 3-bet. What suits did he have? Yeah, he had no. He has not the great suits, but even then it's a 3-bet. Yeah, looks like Phil did his homework. I still think that it is very marginal against the dude, because this guy probably is not folding to 3-bets. That's where a lot of equity is coming from this hand. Because we hope to fold out like queens or something, which we probably don't do, given the reads that we have. And if he's not folding to 3-bets ever, our hand is not doing great. So yeah, I don't like it against a particular player. Against others, it might be fine. Ace 9 8. Let's see. Ace 8 9 Jack. This is a bit of a crazy dude. So let's see how we do against his open raising range. Why is this not working? Because we are in Holdem and not in Omaha. Yeah, against 40%, we are doing okay-ish. What if we lower it down to 30%? Yeah, I mean, you see it's very marginal against a sort of reasonable opening range. The thing is also you have two other guys behind who might wake up with a big hand. And this happens about 5% of the time or something. Then you face aces and then you are in very bad shape. So yeah, I think it could even be the case that folding is the best line to take. Yeah, now he has to be all in against the dude. Probably behind, or I mean, he's not. I mean, if this guy is having like ace king, he might even be crazy enough to push it in and then not looking too great. But let's see
common folds.
What actually is going on.
Good luck us.
Kings
here. He did have the kings. He's not gonna fold and he's not gonna win.
Okay, this is probably about a flip.
Jack 10 9 7. This is close. How many big blinds do we have? Appeal.
I think folding is actually reasonable too.
We can't fold with this, so good luck us again.
Not sure how many flops we can fold with this money behind, but yeah, we can't fold either. So
we can maybe fold some flops. I'm not hoping to, obviously.
Yeah, this flop is good enough.
All right, we don't have to fold that one. Fold over here.
Yeah, so opponent seems
to
have aces. So we can't tell. It looks like aces.
This hand's got to be a call.
Ooh.
2 pair, 2 backdoor flush draws. 3 times pot remaining. So the question, I mean, we definitely bet. Do we go big or small?
I think we should bet big because we're not doing anything good with a small bet. And we also don't want to entice any action because we are very happy to take it down now. If we bet small, if he raises, we are also in a world of pain. And yeah, our hand is good enough to bet big and go with it, I think. That's probably also the optimal line. I, F, G, H, S, D, B.
I think we just go big because I don't really like. I have the best hand a lot, and I'm obviously getting it all in, but I don't really want to like anything I'm inviting action from has pretty good equity against me.
Same reasoning.
If I bet small and he calls with kings, it's not like thrilling, you know. All right, he's probably slightly ahead with that, but we manage to hold. Well played by him. He could bet that or check that. I think either's fine. EC Gab saying Phil thinks he's only losing 3 big blinds per 100 to a solver, and people are willing to play him heads up. LOL. So I don't know for sure if that's the right amount, but I do know that it would surprise you how little some players can lose to a solver, because
I think this is close. We should open. I mean, we had a hand that was almost the same, and this was a fold, so this could be a fold too. Too lazy to look it up, but yeah, it's definitely borderline.
Because the solver's not exploitative. Getting led into, certainly can't fold.
6-7 has a straight. We do sort of well against 6-7. There's also a third guy in the pot. Wow, with the third guy, this is actually quite tough. Not sure if we can't fold. I mean, we could be in very bad shape if, like, one guy has our draw beat with, like, ace high flush draw, and the other guy has straight already. And we could be in a bad spot, so it's not that easy. Against one guy, we usually do okay-ish. Yeah, I think callings are most likely what we want to do.
I think we want to just jam.
Still wants to jam?
Because there is a chance. Do I want to jam? I think so. If I call and he comes along, really not sure here, actually.
Yeah, not sure either.
If I call, I think calls.
I mean,
okay.
jamming probably is also not a big mistake.
Well, now we have to go with it.
Yeah.
Do we put the rest in? I think we put the rest in.
Yeah, we could put the rest in. Because we beat some draws. If he has like 10, Jack, 7 with a draw, with a flush draw, then we are massively ahead and most likely cannot fold rivers anyways. So yeah, seems okay-ish to put it in.
Just because we could possibly have the best hand, we have a lot of equity here. Okay, he just has
a straight. So Phil has not the best hand, and he can also not suck out.
That does not work out for us.
Some chips left, luckily.
That's too bad. And we're down to 70K.
And big blinds left.
I had kind of a good feeling about that one. I think it was right to just call.
I think you should fold.
So here, I mean, I think at 10 big blinds, I'm just opening to pot rather than small.
I think that's he probably would not have done it if it didn't had aces, but okay. I think you don't want to get involved with queens here. Just sucks. Oh, yeah. This hand is bad. You get 3-bet, you cannot get away probably, and yeah, just fold. I think it's a fold.
Not thrilled about this one. So if I do get shoved on, it's usually by an overpair. If I get called, I guess I have the best hand. He's probably got like, oof.
Let's see if this is supposed to be an open. Like 10 big blinds. Are we UTG? Nope. I think it's not an open. Oh, it is. It's so strange. Yeah, what is he supposed to do now? Probably call. Queen, queen, jack. What is it? 3 or something? Yeah, calling. It's actually not doing too bad, according to this.
So the caller's probably got like Jack 10, 9, 8 or ace.
Yeah, as I said, I'm not a tournament expert by any means. But yeah, I think, yeah, that is very sick
King,
one. I think he's not
10,
supposed
7.
to fold.
I think I'm actually supposed to fold this. So I would need 20, 40.
I wouldn't fold. The price he's getting is just too good.
3. I don't think I have the equity.
No, I think that was a huge mistake.
I mean, I wasn't going to fold to one person, but to 2, I just don't have the equity.
Okay, this is
unfortunate.
flop way. Did he have deuce?
Oh, wow. I did have the equity.
Yeah, against these.
So this hand's not a call pre. This hand is a 3-bet, so that's good. This player is calling kind of loose. So this wouldn't be playable in like a cash game, but with deep stacks. But with short stacks, ace king and a suit is a good hand. Like favored against any, well, not any, but most unpaired hands. And
Also not sure about this open. Don't like it too much. How many blinds do we got? 6. I think 10 is the closest we can get to. So his hand, I think he overestimates his hand. This seems to be very crappy. Yeah, I mean, the solver at least thinks that it's very crappy. Even with the ace-high suit, it's not good enough.
and have overcards to a lot of pairs. We didn't want to get 3-bet, but we really didn't want to get 3-bet
I mean,
by that
I
hand.
would not have
This
lost
is
my
not
money
looking
here.
good for us, guys. This might be it. And that is it, unfortunately. So we are out. Curl's going wild. Can you give us another sweat in your next online bracelet event? Yeah, I'd like. Well, we'll see what else is going on. If I have another day like today, maybe not. But I would like to. Yeah, I enjoy streaming. Occasionally, I couldn't. The people who stream every day, I don't know how you do it. It's exhausting, and props to you. But I like to do it occasionally.
Talking that long and entertaining people is very hard.
I guess I'll just wrap up. So,
I mean, I already made it more easy for myself because I have another dude talking and I eventually say something, but don't have to talk all the way through. But if you are streaming, just playing poker, you have to talk all the time. It's very exhausting. Although many people might not believe that.
we didn't make the deep run. I mean, we cashed. Had a shot. Played some fun cash games. I think I'm probably down. I mean, I must be down a little bit, but not much in these games. And had some fun. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, seems like we are at the end, so I can also quit. We did my duty, made a little stream. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, although I'm not a tournament expert, but I think with the help of the solver, we were able to figure some things out. Yeah, remember to check out my second channel as well. It's called Finance with Axel, about cryptocurrency, finance, investing and stuff. Yeah, I put a lot of work into any of these videos. They are the best researched things on the internet. So if you really want to learn about NIA or any of the protocols I analyzed, this is the best content out there on the internet, period. I mean, I watched all the videos of all the other guys, and I think content-wise, this is the best. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the good social media things. Until next time, bye-bye.